right, welcome everyone. I'm Valerie Lewis, and I'm very, very honored to be leading the guided meditation for AZ tonight. Before we get started, I just want to mention a couple of things. So this is going to be a very much a guided meditation, or you can look at it as a guided visualization if you struggle with meditation, whatever works best for you. This is intended to get you in touch with, allow you to communicate with your spirit guides, with angels, with interstellars, with anyone in the non-physical realm. And for tonight, I will give the catch-all phrase of light beings. So if you want to go ahead and briefly set your intentions for who you would like to personally communicate with, go ahead and do that. Just know that I'm going to be referring to all of them as light beings for tonight's meditation. And then since this is a very visual type of guided meditation, I like to start out with showing just some pictures, because sometimes for me that helps having a point of reference. And of course my pictures come from the tarot. So there's going to be a mountain in tonight's meditation, and I'm just going to show some really brief depictions of a mountain so that maybe when you go into meditation, it's easier for you to pull up that image. I really like this one, the winding path up the side of the mountain. Here's another one, not quite a mountain, but a steep inclined hill with a path as well. So if any of these images resonate with you, maybe it'll help you sink into the meditation a little bit deeper so you're not too fixated on trying to get the visualization right. And then finally, this one, not a mountain at all, but still something that is needing to be climbed. So if any of those help you, or feel free to conjure up your own image, whatever feels most comfortable for you. And we will go ahead and get started. I believe that's all I wanted to mention before we get started. So go ahead and get comfortable. If it's easier for you to turn your camera off, do so. Whatever makes you feel most comfortable. I suggest closing your eyes, relaxing. We're going to start with some deep breaths. Find a pace that feels comfortable for you, but start by breathing very deeply. In and out. Relaxing your body, releasing your muscles, dropping your shoulders. Continue breathing deeply. You're feeling very calm, very relaxed, and very safe. Take some more deep breaths. Relax even deeper. Sit in this calm and peace for just a moment. Now I'd like you to imagine yourself at the foot of a mountain. It's almost nightfall. There's still enough light for you to see the path going up the side of the mountain. You've come here tonight to find your way up this mountain. You know it'll take a while, perhaps even a few hours before you reach the top. It will most likely be completely night, completely dark when you reach the summit. You've brought with you a backpack filled with all the supplies you think you'll need to make this journey tonight. Before you begin, I want you to take a moment to adjust that backpack so that it rests comfortably for your journey. Step onto the path that leads up the side of the mountain. Begin your journey upwards. You are in no rush. Take your time. Continue breathing deeply. Notice how the path feels beneath your feet. Notice your surroundings. Then you up the mountain, step by step, relaxing into your pace, relaxing deeper and deeper as you climb upwards and up. So very peaceful on this beautiful evening. You've been walking for a short while up this path. You start to notice that your backpack is feeling quite heavy. You're actually starting to strain under the weight of it. Perhaps you packed too much for your journey. You pause and take the backpack out, lower it to the ground. You open it up as you decide to lighten your load. You look into this backpack and decide what you need to remove to make your trip more enjoyable. And what you find inside is that you've brought with you your thoughts from the day. Your thoughts about everything that happened in your day before you approached the mountain. Your thoughts about the future, about what you'll find at the top. You don't need these thoughts. So you unpack them all. You leave them by the side of the road. If you choose, you can pick them up later as you come back down the mountain. And with this lighter load, pick your backpack up and you begin up the mountain again. Much lighter, feeling much freer. Up the mountain, enjoying the peace, the serenity of this moment. Relax even deeper now. Notice your surroundings. Notice any plant life, any animals, any birds flying overhead along this path. Continue climbing the mountain, relaxing even deeper. Noticing the path beneath your feet, how it supports you, how peaceful it is. You've been walking for quite some time now. And once again, you become aware that your backpack is still too heavy for this final part of your climb up the mountain. You take it off and look inside to see what you can take out this time. You're carrying some energies that are not in alignment with this peaceful moment. Doubts, fears, wondering about what lies ahead on your path, expectation. You decide this time to just leave the entire backpack sitting there on the path, letting go of all of the energies that are not matching this very peaceful moment. Going to leave them all here on this path. For the rest of this journey, you will only need yourself. Your pure heart, your gentle energy, your peaceful mind. Continue climbing the last few steps up this mountain. You're almost at the top now. Relax even deeper. As you reach the peak of this mountain, you come upon a clearing. A nice grassy area. So beautiful. Magical. So peaceful. Night has fallen. You step into the grass. It feels so soft and lush beneath your feet. You remove your shoes and walk a little further into the grass, feeling yourself connect with the earth in this beautiful moment. Sensing that there is magic all around you. You find a nice area and you sit down. As you sit in this grassy, beautiful, magical clearing, you feel even more connected to the earth, to nature. You feel love and peace surrounding you. You look up into the sky, the beautiful night sky. You see the stars. They look even brighter in this place on top of the mountain. One of these beautiful, bright, shining stars catches your eye. It seems to be a little bit brighter than the rest. It's pulsing and twinkling, and it seems to be growing, getting larger and brighter as you gaze upon it. Now you also notice that it's moving closer and closer to you, descending from the heavens. As it gets even closer, you notice that it's not a star, it's a light being coming down from above to meet you in this magical, beautiful, grassy area on top of this mountain. The light being is walking towards you now. And you sense a familiarity with this light being. Like a friend or a loved one. Completely at peace and at calm as you greet this light being and they greet you. Light being sits down next to you. Now you have a chance to have a conversation with this visitor. Answer any questions you have. You can listen. Perhaps you will hear the answer. You can just be with them. Perhaps you will just sense the answer or feel the answer. Whatever it is, know that you will get all of the answers that you seek in this moment. This light being. We'll give you a few moments to sit with this beautiful new friend and have a conversation. ask your final question or say your final words to this light being. Thank them for the messages that they've shared, the knowledge that they've given you. You know at any time you can return to this place and continue this conversation. Everything that they shared with you tonight, you will be able to remember. You will be able to absorb. Take it with you, and it will benefit you on your life's journey, on your life's path. Take this being one last time as they slowly move away, turning back into a point of light, returning back to the night sky. You stand up and collect yourself. Ready yourself for the journey back down the mountain. Take a deep breath in. Slowly exhale. Bring in the peace of this moment with you back into your physical world. Another deep breath in. Slowly bring yourself back into this present moment. Back into this room. Back into your body. Another final deep breath in, and you can open your eyes and return back to the room. Excellent. Give it just a couple of moments for everyone to come back. All right. I always enjoy doing journaling after a guided meditation when time allows for it. So that's what the paper and pencil is for. If you would like to participate, I have a few journaling questions for you. And the first thing I would like you to do is write down any messages that you received, just so that you can retain the memory of those. And if you didn't hear a message, write down how you felt or what you may have sensed. I'd also like to mention, as you all are writing, that if you didn't receive a message, that's okay too. Your guides were absolutely there with you. And maybe your guides decided that they just wanted you to rest and relax, and they didn't want to bombard you with any messages tonight. Just know that you were surrounded. Write down anything you might be feeling or anything you would like to remember from what they said. Give you just a couple minutes more. All right. Next question, the light being. Was there anything noticeable about this light being? Their features, how they were dressed, the color of the light, how did it present itself to you? Was it someone you knew? Was it something new? right. Thank you, Amber. And next, I want you to write down anything noticeable about the surroundings at the top of the mountain in that grassy area.
I'm not sure.
Were there any animals that you noticed? How was the air? What was the temperature like? Anything that you noticed? And next, I want you to write down anything noticeable about your backpack. Was it small? Was it big? Was it a camper style backpack? Was it a little kiddie style backpack? Anything noticeable? All right. And last but definitely not least, anything about the path itself. What did your mountain look like? And what did the path up the side of the mountain look like? See if you can describe that as best you can. All right. When I do guided meditations, now aside from the obvious, writing down the messages that you received from the light being, which was kind of the purpose for you to get into communication with those higher beings or those beings of different dimensions. So the message that you got was obviously the main purpose of tonight's meditation. But I also think that our subconscious brings things to us during meditation or through visualizations that also have import, that if we pay attention, there's additional layers of messages. So for instance, your backpack, if you had a very large, like camper style backpack, you probably are carrying around a lot of shit with you that you can let go of in your current life. You probably feel the burdens of responsibilities, just a lot of stuff that you don't need with you. Your subconscious is letting you know that by the size of backpack that they created for this journey. If you have a small backpack, you're probably someone who moves through life a little bit more effortlessly and who doesn't carry a lot of extra things with them. So your path up the side of the mountain. Now that was pretty, I mean, you can probably see the correlations pretty fast there. So was your path really rocky? Was it a super steep incline? Was it pretty easy for you to climb up? Was it grassy and beautiful? What did your path look like? And that'll clue you into what you feel your spiritual path or your life's journey looks like. Do you feel like you're struggling in life? You probably had a very destitute looking rocks climbing up the, rocks falling. You're not very happy on this path type of mountain. If you're pretty okay with your path and you're feeling pretty sure with yourself, you probably didn't stumble too much as you climbed the mountain, probably seemed pretty easy going. You probably subconscious created some beautiful scenery for you to look at. So that's a clue too as to where you might be personally on your journey. Are you struggling with something? Is your subconscious trying to let you know that there might be something that needs your attention? And then let's see what else. I think that was it. Yeah, the surroundings, we talked about the surroundings at the top. How peaceful did you create your plateau as you reached the summit? Did you feel as if you really created like a magical place there? Did you feel like, oh my gosh, I want to come back here? Or was it just like, nah, there's grass. Yep, I'm good. that can clue you in too. Like as you try to reach these goals, are you setting goals that make you feel really good when you get there? Or are you setting goals that make you feel like this is not where I want to be? This is the wrong place. It's okay, but I wish it looked different. So I mean, there's a lot of our subconscious is always trying to communicate with me. I believe that, especially through dreams and guided meditations. So even though the goal was to get to the top of the mountain, your subconscious is giving you clues and signs all along the trip up to the top of the mountain. And I love interpreting things like that. So if you had something really weird, maybe a flamingo jumped out of the bushes while you were, there's meaning to that. So I would love to share if there's anyone who wants to share what happened for them on their meditation and who would like a little additional intuitive input. Amber and I can give our intuitive input. And I think we can go ahead and end the recording here so that we can share.